Hello everyone, this is Dylan from the Troll Club, and I'm back with Angel.
Hello.
And we're going to be going over another Set 28 deck review, and today we're going to be going over the green Chi-Chi deck, so we'll get right onto it with leader as always. So on the front side, activate main, once per turn add one card from your life to your hands, then bottom deck one card from your hand to the bottom of the deck, and look at the top 5 at the top of your deck, add up to 2 cards with either Goku, their character name, Chi-Chi cards, or Unison specify cost of 2, all green to your hand, then shuffle your deck, so that's pretty nice, taking your life, bottom decking 1 and drawing 2, it's just adding 3 cards, which is pretty nice off of that. And then when you're awakened, when your life is at 6 or less, or you have 2 or more energy, you get to activate up to 1 World Tournament Reunion of Fate from your deck and shuffle your deck. So being able to bottom deck from your hand obviously is pretty nice, so in case you do draw that card that you want to play from deck, you can just put it right at the bottom of your deck to make sure you get that. So pretty easy awaken there. On the awakened side, you are a Chi-Chi. You have the World Tournament tag now, which is pretty neat for some cards. Permanent, when switching battle cards to rest mode for the skill of Alliance on your cards with Son Goku and their character name, you can switch this card to rest mode to fulfill the conditions instead. So you can actually Alliance with your leader, which is pretty cool, something we've never really seen before. And auto, once per turn when your Chi-Chi card is played, you can draw 1 card. So yeah, I mean, this seems like a pretty nice to set up leader for Alliance. I mean, what do you think, Angel?
I mean, yeah, that's always been sort of the problem, is losing out on a swing, right? Because you have to tap one of your other battle cards, and you have to, figure out a way to get a free one out, right, which you typically did with that one free Trunks back in the day. But now that it's right on leader, that's kind of a big buff to that skill. So that, yeah, definitely good for what it wants to do. Good idea on their part.
Yeah, for sure, and I'm glad that they made her a 15k leader too, since they seem to always make the Earthling leaders less power. So it's nice that they actually made Chi-Chi to 15k, so she's not just dead in the water immediately. So that's pretty nice there.
Yeah, that is good.
So we're going to the archetype now. So we have the actual field that they want you to play, the World Tournament's Reunion of Fates. So it's a field card, permanent. If your leader is a Chi-Chi card, you get to reduce the combo cost of battle cards to 5,000 common power, an Alliance skill, and Son Goku and the character names in your hand and battle area by 1. So all of your Goku Alliance cards are free combos, which is nice because they are going to be dead combos if you don't have this on board. And the auto, when this card is placed in the battle area, you get to draw 1. So since you're on Awaken, you will draw 1 card to play this out. Every time you play this, also draw 1, so it's not limit 1. Activate main, limit 1. Place this card to its owner's drop. The next time you activate an activate main skill on a Son Goku card with an Alliance skill from your hand during this turn, you get to reduce the skill cost by 1 green. So yeah, I think that skill right there kind of makes the deck pretty nuts on the plays you can do, right, Angel?
Yeah, the cost reduction, it's like, it's not free, but it's like kind of like the Z extras, right? You pay it forward to another turn, so you can set up and really get. And there's ways to get this out on the board for free, basically, like with another card that you pay for. But it's there's a lot of value in this card. It seemed very strong when we were playing. You could get quite a few bodies on board with very minimal energy investment. So it's a good card.
Yeah. So it's a very good card you can combo with this. So this card definitely is definitely the heart of the deck right here. So we'll go into the cards they want you to play off of that. Before we do that, we'll go to the 1-drops. So we have 1-drop Chi-Chi. It's a simple one. Just play a top 5 for any green units that specify cost 2, or say an Earthling 4 or less to your hand. Shuffle your deck. And then activate main. If you lose a Chi-Chi card and you have 3 or more, you get to play up to 1 green Chi-Chi with 5,000 power from your drop on top of this card. And that's with its skills. So like later on in the game, if you have to play this to search for something, you can at least play something from the drop on top of her to like get their Alliance effects. Because a lot of the Chi-Chi cards that you play have effects on the Alliance. So it's pretty nice just playing that from the dropping in that. And then Goku, when he's played, he just draws 1 card. And this is the same thing where he plays a Son Goku card with a cost of 3 and an Alliance skill from your drop on top of this card. So yeah, the same thing happens when you don't have a Goku to play in your hands. You can play this guy instead and then play one from the drop on top of it with its skills, so you can start doing Alliance stuff. So yeah, these cards seem pretty nice early on and later on. They both have pretty good uses, right, Angel?
Yeah, those are good. I like the super power, the crazy power creep on all the 1 costs now. It's like at least because that was kind of why they were getting cut out of a lot of decks. I feel like they were all nice turn 1, but these at least have value as the game goes on. Like you said, you can at least turn them into a card that still does something late in the game. Because just a straight up cantrip ain't exactly meaning much anymore. So this is a good way to bring them back into the equation. I like them.
Yeah, for sure. So very, very nice cards there for the entire game. Then we have the actual alliance cards they want you to play, so these are the 3 main ones. So you have Son Goku's Stupid, so Energy Exhaust Deflect, his Alliance, where we get the rest of the cards for the battle to gain the power. And then your opponent discards 1 card from their hand as his Alliance effects. Activate main for 1 green. If your leader is a Chi-Chi card, you have 2 more, you get to draw 1 card, play this card from your hand. So obviously that can be free with the field. The other one's pretty similar. He also plays the exact same way. Pay 1, draw 1 card, play it from your hand. It can also be free. He's Energy Exhaust Deflect, and he has the same thing, Alliance, but he gets to choose a opponent's battle card that gets minus 20,000 power for the turn. So he's the removal if you need it, and then this guy is the discard if you don't need to remove anything. Pretty nice there. Then we have the big boy of the deck, the Son Goku 8-drop 25k. So he's Energy Exhaust Dual Attack, so he will get his Alliance effect twice, or maybe even more times if you can get him to swing more. Alliance red-green, he actually draws every time he Alliance, and then you also gain the power. And then you can choose one of your opponent's battle cards with power less than or equal to this card's power, ignoring barrier, and KO it. So since you'll be getting power off of like the leader or any of the other Chi-Chis, like you can pretty much KO anything in the game when you alliance with this guy, which is pretty crazy. And it's not once per turn either total when you alliance. And activate main for 2 green. If your leader's green, your opponent's 3 more, you get to play this card from your hand. So obviously the field can make this a 1 cost, and that's a pretty nuts play for 1. So yeah, do you think these alliance cards are pretty great for the deck, Angel?
Yeah, they all have very powerful effects. I mean, like you said, there's going to be stuff that untaps them later, so you get those effects multiple times a turn, and making 20 twice a turn, like that's pretty hard removal for a lot of threats that typically most red decks wouldn't be able to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
And it deals with stuff that green can't deal with because it ignores, indestructible and stuff like that. I mean, the only issue would have been barrier, but you've got that 8 cost that pops 2 barrier things, so you've got an answer for everything and gigantic swings for cheap. So it's kind of they're all kind of, what's the card I'm thinking of? The Saiyan Solidarity. They're all kind of like that. Just like mini versions of that, but much more energy efficient. And you get way more card draw off of it. So it seems like, that sounds like a crazy deck. Just a deck full of those should be pretty good.
Yeah, once you can get to the condition of opponent having 3 more energy, it seems like you just drop this guy every turn you
just
do it.
Drawing a ton of cards.
Yeah, because his activate main is not limit 1. So you can technically play multiple of these in a turn. And if you have the Chi-Chis to alliance with, you can get a lot of draws, a lot of pops, and a lot of huge.
It's a lot of stuff, yeah.
Yeah, so this is definitely probably the best card in the deck right here. Is this card right here?
Yeah, the boss monster.
Yeah, then we have the Chi-Chis. So we have this 3 cost. She's 5k deflect. Auto once per turn when this card switches to rest mode by an alliance skill. You switch your green Chi-Chi leader to active mode, which is nice, so you get to alliance with your leader again. And activate main limit 1 if your opponent has 2 more energy. You have a Son Goku card with an alliance skill in play. You get to free play this card from your hand, then add to 1 World Tournament Reunion to fade from your drop to your hand. So this is kind of part of the combo they want you to use, where you sack the field for the effects, you free play or play your 8-drop for 1, then you free play this, add the field back to your hand from drop, and then you're able to play it again off of other cards. So this is like part of the big combo they want you to do. It's a very, very good card there. Then we have the other Chi-Chi. She's also 3-drop 15k. Deflect. Once per turn when this card switches to rest mode by an alliance skill, you can choose one of your Son Goku cards with an alliance skill and switch it to active mode. So that's any of the 3 Gokus, which is very good. Activate main for 1 green if you lose a Chi-Chi card and you have Son Goku card with an alliance skill in play. You get to play this card from your hand and activate up to 1 World Tournament Reunion to fade from your hand. So that seems to be also part of the combo where you get to add it back to your hand off of this, and then you get to play this from your hand and actually play the field back and play this at the same time. So your leader will get a draw when you play a Chi-Chi off of one of these Chi-Chis, and then they will get another draw off of the Reunion of Fate field that you're playing. So yeah, this is a pretty nasty combo if you can pull it off every time, right?
It's a lot of draw. I mean, you were sitting with a lot of cards in hand when we were checking it out, so it seemed like well, I guess we'll talk about whatever problems the deck may have later, but yeah, it's like it's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. A lot of value and a lot of obviously you got to get the loop off all the time, but I think once you've got the rotation going, it's pretty much going to happen every single turn. You're going to draw 3 every turn and get a bunch of gigantic swings.
Yeah, for sure. So getting a 3rd swing off the 8-drop is also pretty crazy.
Exactly.
If you're able to time it. So yeah, very, very good there. There's other Chi-Chi to alliance with, so it's 4-drop 15k. She acts as a counter when you play this card. She has a permanent. If you lead a Chi-Chi card and you have a Son Goku with the alliance card skill in play, you can activate this card counter skill from your hand without paying its energy costs, so it's free if you have an alliance skill in play. But obviously she doesn't negate the counter, she just plays it. So, and then auto limit 1, this card switches to rest of an alliance skill. You get to choose up to one of your Son Goku cards into the battle, and it gets double strike for the turn. So you can give that big 8-drop that's swinging a lot of times, double strike for the entire turn, which is pretty nuts if you can get this Chi-Chi out. And obviously this one's meant to help you in case they have some kind of counters that like will kill your board, because these Chi-Chis are pretty small and they don't have protection. So just in case they have some kind of like counter that's going to pop your Chi-Chi after the battle or whatever during the counter skill, you can play this out and have another target to alliance with. That's kind of the idea for it, right, Angel?
Yeah, just like what are the other cards in this? I don't know if we've covered all those counter plays that kind of protect your card instead of remove one of your opponents, but there's like a lot to bridge turns and keep a guy alive, and this is one of those for the deck. It's like if you're gonna remove my guys, now you're kind of not, you know. So you can do it on their turn too, right? So it's another way to draw off leader skill on opponents.
That's true, yeah.
So, yeah, could be cool.
Very, very neat card there in case you're able to play it. Then we have this other...
If they can.
Yeah, if they can, yeah. So there's another SR. This is the SR Chi-Chi for the deck, so she's 4-drop 20k. She has Barrier. When this card switches to rest mode, bottom of your skills once per turn, you switch this card to active mode, so that's pretty nice for, obviously, Alliance. And then activate main for 1 green. If your leader is a green World Tournament card and you have 3 more energy, you get to draw 1 card, play this card from your hands, and this card gains blocker until the end of your opponent's turn. So obviously, getting blocker with this skill is nice because you'll just switch to active mode when she blocks as well. So yeah, I mean, this card's pretty good just generically for World Tournament decks and in this deck too, right?
Yeah, this one's nice. It's barrier blocker for. It's only blocker for a turn, right? For your opponent's turn.
Yeah, for 2 turns.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's good. Just a barrier blocker for 1. Why not? If you've got other World Tournament decks that you want to buff up, seems like a decent pick. Generically, I mean, it's obviously way better in this deck. In this deck, this is nuts, but for generic splash, what would you run this in? I mean, what would you? I guess
it's only Green World Tournament, so it's really only this and TN. So.
This TN and some old stuff. You could try it in Turtle School. Doesn't really give you too much value there, I don't think.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I guess if you need defense, it digs another card.
Yeah,
3 or more.
And this deck obviously is pretty good because it's a barrier version of the Alliance cards.
And it's 20. I think that's the biggest Chi-Chi, right?
Yes, I believe, yeah.
Yeah, yes, that's a lot of power.
Yeah, and you can get it twice, obviously, so very, very good card there. Then we have this Piccolo Jr. So he's kind of meant for both of the World Tournament decks, but he seems pretty good for either one of them. So Piccolo Jr. He's a 5-drop 20k. Activate main for 1 green. If leader's green, you have 3 more energy, you can play this card from your hands. Then activate main once per turn, you get to choose one of your battle cards and KO it. And then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. And additionally, if you KO'd a Son Goku card or an Earthling card by this skill, your opponent discards 1 card from their hands, and this card gets plus 5,000 power and dual attack for the turn. So it becomes a 25k dual attack, they KO something, and they discard 1 for only 1 energy. I mean, it's obviously really good in this deck since you have a lot of Gokus and Earthlings to KO, right?
Yeah, this card's pretty nuts. It's 25 duels, kind of a lot. It pops pitches, 2 5Ks. It pops anything too, right? On opponent's board.
Yeah, as long as you KO one of your own cards.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts. This will see play in anything that runs Earthlings or Gokus. Kind of just a crazy card.
Yeah, it's just generically really good. So very, very nice. Just more aggression, which is what the deck wants for really cheap. So
this is a good one to clean up or to whittle your opponent's hand down first.
Yeah, for sure. So very, very easy to get there. Then we have the Unison they want you to play. So it's a Neen. Auto, when you activate an Alliance skill, the card gets plus 5,000 power for the turn. So that's not once per turn also, so you can make her decently big on your own turn. Activate main. +2, you get to choose one of your green Chi-Chi cards with your cost of 3, and return it to your hand. So you get to obviously, bounce to the Chi-Chis that you rest, and then you get to bounce it back to play it again next turn. And then -5 activate main. You can choose one each of Son Goku cards in the Alliance skill and Chi-Chi cards in your battle area and switch to the active mode. So if she manages to live and they don't ever deal with it, you can untap 2 of your cards and Alliance them again, which is neat. But yeah, I mean it's a 2-drop +2 Unison, so it has a decent chance of living to the next turn once you play it. It's kind of seems like a mandatory card you gotta play since you need some kind of form of defense. We've been thinking about, right?
Yeah, I think we had not included it at first, but realized that you kind of just need a Dormant or some sort of Floodgate, and that's the most energy efficient way, is to just Dormant and then have a free negate, right? So this is the best fitting Unison. It's pretty tanky, +2 like you said, 15k. So I think it's an auto include, yeah.
Yeah, and it's pretty searchable, so shouldn't be too hard to get in the deck. And we have the final card, which is Together on the Nimbus. This is kind of like the counterattack for the deck. So for 1 counterattack, the leader's a green Earthling card. You get to draw 1 card. Choose to 1 each of Saiyan and Earthling cards from among all the cards in you and your opponent's battle areas, and send them to their warps. Then at the end of the turn, they get played back with their skills negated. So, yeah, it's kind of a way to protect your own cards. Counterattack, if they have some kind of like on-swing autos to KO your stuff, you can draw 1 card, send them to the warp, and then they get protected for the turn. Or if you're playing against a Saiyan or Earthling deck, you get to warp 2 of their cards temporarily. So it's kind of neat. If there was a way to do this for free, it'd maybe be a lot better, but I don't really know if you want to pay 1 for a card that doesn't actually negates. What do you think, Angel?
Yeah, this seems like a flavor thing more than... I mean, it's pretty cool to save your cards, right? But you do have to pay for it, and it doesn't negate. So if it negated, I could see this being played, but it's kind of don't do anything. It's just kind of warp to your own guys for a sec.
Yeah, I mean they must have thought it was very good because they gave it the SPR. So
yeah, it's not terrible. It's not like an unplayable card. I'm just saying. I don't know that I'm confident enough to leave an energy up just to do that and not negate instead.
Yeah, for sure. So I think this is more like an aggro deck, so I don't know if you want to keep 1 open for this a lot of the time. So it's just kind of whatever. It's kind of like a flavor card. So that is the entire archetype for the deck. So we'll go into our own deck list now that we made, that we've been playing around with. So here it is. Pretty much is the archetype. The archetype is pretty big, so you kind of have to play most of it. Playing the generic stuff, just 4 Dormants with the Indian Unison. Token negates to keep yourself alive. This Goku will actually be a free combo in the deck since he does have Son Goku in the character name, so that's pretty nice. He can just be a board wipe for 2. If your opponent has a really big board, so he's double strike also inherently, which could matter. Secret Rare of Choice is the actual Adventure SCR because when he's played, he can actually untap the 8-drop again, and then he can alliance with like the SCR if you wanted to make him a huge swinging, which could be pretty cool.
65.
Yeah, so that could be really cool. Chi-Chi super combo is in here because she's searchable off the leader, and leader will search 2 of them, so you could potentially search 2 super combos off the top, which is neat. And she works at 5 life, so that could matter also. But yeah, it's pretty standard. I mean, you have any thoughts, Angel?
Yeah, just heavy archetype, right? You gotta go all in. There's really nothing generic that's gonna outvalue any of these cards. They're all pretty nuts, so you just gotta go max out on it and keep the engine running. Because you just just open, play a 1 cost, activate leader, and then turn 2, flip over, throw the Unison down, and then turn 3 just start raining hell down, right? Playing guys over and over again.
Yeah, for sure. So that definitely, you just want to pull off the combo every turn essentially is what you want to do.
Yeah, which is the loop with the field, right, that you had mentioned earlier?
Yeah, with these Chi-Chis that just loop the fields, and then you can free play these Gokus and get some nice aggression early on. And even if you don't see this Unison, I mean, playing like a Bardock turn 2 and Dormating,
not that bad, yeah.
See if it lives, that could be something. Could be neat. So
it's a lot of draw. I mean, we were seeing like 14 card hands, right? It's pretty heavy duty.
Yeah, it was drawing a lot of cards. It draws a lot of cards. It can swing a bunch of times. Has some pretty good amount of removal with the Alliance guys. So yeah, it seems like a pretty good green deck. The only downside I could see is like the defense. If they have a way to kill
Yeah,
Unison, like turn 2, or like if they have a way to kill Unison before they swing, so you can't dorm for free. I could see that being a problem since you're not a Saiyan, so you don't have access to uneasing. You think so?
it's the same classic issue, right? That all the other green decks have. It's like if you don't have some sort of an archetype defense, you're kind of sitting with just the same defense that green has had since set 10.
Yeah.
Just yeah. So
Yeah,
that's the only issue I got with it. But do you think it's real? Do you think like this is going to see tournament play, or is this just like a super strong rogue deck?
It feels like it could be pretty real in the right hands, but it probably is archetype. It probably is a matchup reliant also, because if they like counterplay or like kill one of your Alliance Gokus that you play, like none of your Chi-Chi cards will work anymore since they require an Alliance guy in play. So,
Like yellow is going to be a big problem, right? With the like skill negation for the turn and stuff like that.
yeah, if they have any kind of counterplays that like auto kill one of your Alliance guys, like that will definitely be a problem. That will slow you down a lot.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these cards require you to have the one Alliance guy in play, and if they just counterplay that, I mean, you're kind of way
Stuck.
behind. So, and I can also see not having Unison in play, and then dying off of that. So that could be a problem.
Just yeah.
But it definitely seems like a pretty good, crazy aggro Alliance deck. Like this, it can do a lot of stuff in one turn if you let it do its thing. So
Yes, this is a thumbs up from the Turtle Club.
yeah, for sure. I like it a lot. It's pretty fun to play. I'm excited to see what people are brewing with it. So yeah, that is the green Chi-Chi deck, bringing Alliance back to the game. So I don't think Alliance has really been as good as ever been until now, right? I mean, Alliance.
Yeah, I think the only time it was ever meta relevant was when Eradicator of Peace, the hit deck, made that again. That was Couscous, right? Emperor Couscous. When he made that deck.
Yes.
That was the only other time Alliance has ever been relevant.
Yes.
The first Alliance archetype was awful from the jump. Super energy hungry, card hungry. It was yeah.
Yeah. So
this is the first time it's been real.
Yeah, it's nice that they actually gave Alliance an actual deck and actually making it good. So that's nice there. So yeah, that was the green Chi-Chi red-green Alliance deck. Let us know in the comments what you think of the deck, and Decklist will be in the description as always. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
Bye.